it's Emily Noriko. Today we're gonna watch the Engoodening of No Man's Sky by Internet Historian. This was so highly requested after the Fallout video that I just had to watch it, and I'm glad I did. Let me know what other videos you want me to react to. I read every single comment. So let's get into Yes Woman's Land. You're watching the No Man's Sky video from Internet Historian, which I've been told I'm required to watch after the Fallout video. So we watch it now.
Sponsored by that game everyone loves.
It's how this story goes.
Scientists are racing to unlock the secrets of the cosmos. Questions we once thought impossible to answer are within our grasp. Where does the sun go at night?
Is math related to science?
No.
If the universe is so big, then why won't it fight me?
As we look further into the universe, we see light from distant stars, eons old, perhaps hundreds.
Or open world slob. Yeah, like all I know about No Man's Sky is that it was terrible at launch. That is all I know about the game. That it was absolute garbage at launch. So I am curious.
Thousands of miles away. Hold on, can I get a zoom in on that?
You bet I can. This is one of the world's most powerful telescopes.
You know it's powerful because it has flames on it.
Zoom.
Can this baby do 7?
I can do you one better. Maneuvering to 8 times zoom.
Pressure rising, holding steady. I can see it. Unblur.
It won't hold.
Get me 8.5 times.
You're a madman.
Upscale it to 4K.
The
That's
helium
dangerous.
tanks will go critical.
Opening
You can't
the
do
blind.
that.
Hold her steady. Uncropping and increasing aspect ratio. Now, punch it. There it is. Life
What
on
the
another
fuck?
world. And to think,
What the
we
fuck
owe it
is
all
that?
to one indie development studio. Hello Games.
Hello.
Let's start at the beginning.
Also, wait, it's an indie game? I thought it was a Sony game. I guess we'll learn about that.
Yeah, it's rewind time.
Okay, the year is 2009. Guildford, England. There's a man named Sean Murray, and he's just founded a company called Hello Games.
Sean and the boys are working hard on a brand new IP called Joe Danger. 2010 AD. The game just came out. It's a success.
They're a small team, but they are ambitious.
Let's do something bigger, said Sean.
Wait.
Small team, but they are ambitious.
What's on the board? Game ideas. Raid Shadowy Regions. Car football FPS chess game. Turn-based COD. WoW driving simulator GTA, but it's the whole world. Cyberpunk in 1977. Prince of Iran. Reverse Battle Royale where circle gets bigger. Okay, cool.
Do something bigger, said Sean. Let's reach for the stars. How about Joe Danger 2? Brilliant. It's 2012. Joe Danger 2 has
Amazing.
just come out.
Is Show Danger phone slop? It looks like phone slop. Is it phone slop?
Bet that one doesn't perform as well.
We need to do something even bigger than Joe Danger 2.
Wait, there's new shit on the list. Hold on.
Joe Danger. We need
There's
to
new shit on the board. Red Dead Redemption is set in modern day. They're stunning but only cutscenes. Minecraft 18 plus, hell yeah. Running Simulator Drought Edition. Guitar Anti-Hero Semi-Final Fantasy. Fallout Prequel Before the Apocalypse. Vtuber Simulator. Call of Duty. all-female battlefield in 1942. Animal cross-dressing, Plants vs. Plants. The second to Last of Us. Wow, single player. I like Animal
There's
cross-dressing.
something even bigger than Joe Danger 2. Joe Danger 3? No. Even more out of this world. Something no man has done before.
Joe Danger the mobile game?
Yes! And that
Now it's phone slop, okay.
Seriously, guys, biggest thing you can think of.
I'm just a stock image, dude. Why don't you think of something?
Sean pondered for a moment, then turned and looked wistfully into the mirror. Reflected back was the visage of Neil deGrasse Tyson.
If you're going to make a space game, first person, it's never been done before. How about that? I'm going up in orbit to repair the Hubble telescope. That's not a knife. Who are you going to have sex with? How much microwaves are coursing through your body now?
The planet.
True wisdom.
Space game. Procedural generation. Planet. Okay, that sounds good. Yes, we all agree. So they set to work, cobbled together a prototype,
Okay.
and by VGX 2013, they are ready to announce another new IP.
No Man's Sky.
Check it out.
Check it out.
Every atom, tree, bird, fish, rock, ocean, cloud, ruin, star, the galaxy, planet, procedural. Okay.
Oh, this is special. Oh my gosh! This is special.
It looks okay. To be fair, I don't give a single shit about space games. Sci-fi is on my thing. But it just looks fine.
It's 2014, and it's E3 hype time. No
Oh
Man's Sky
god, I
has
miss
promised to
E3
be a
hype
game
time.
like no other. A practically boundless experience vibrant with life and color and things to explore. What's over there? You'll have to be the one to discover it. And then, wow, look at that big f***ing dinosaur, holy shit. And a moment later, we're in space, having a battle amongst a giant fleet. Claim a planet as your own. Explore the galaxy with your friends.
Okay, that's it. This is going to be the best game ever, you guys. It even won awards for its hype. And it will release in June 2016.
It's not.
The hype train was officially loading up and ready to chug out of the station. At every stop of the journey, there would be press junkets talking about the amazing scale of the game. Spread across 18 quintillion planets. It's so vast that by the time you finish exploring it all, I would have 2 new videos published. Sean himself was doing the interviews. Because who is better to talk about the game than the lead guy himself?
But I feel like this is a bad idea. Do I have a dev talk about the game instead of a marketing person? They could have spokespeople for that, right? That know how to do interviews and shit. Oh no.
He went from interview to interview, and with each question, the answers he gave raised people's expectations of the game's scope.
Can you land on a comet?
Yeah, at the moment you can land on asteroids. You could encounter other players.
Can you grief other players?
Was this one after this? I don't need to see it. I know it's a bad idea. That's why every single business ever has spokespeople.
A little bit. They're literally building your own, like, massively multiplayer world that's procedurally generated.
Sand planets like in Dune, rivers, walking sentinels, hacking. So sophisticated that light diffracts through the atoms, they had to redevelop the whole periodic table to make it work.
What?
Even Elon Musk was hyped for it.
Okay.
2 years go by. It's early 2000.
If Elon Musk is hyped for it, that just means he's gonna pay someone to play it for him.
2016, and that hype train is really moving now. Perhaps one of the biggest in video game history. Reddit was shoveling most of the gamer fuel. Skeptics and naysayers are treated as ballast and thrown from the carriage doors.
But if only 9 out of 10.
Pre-orders open, and they are doing very well. The date is booked in. Some are even taking the day off work. So much hype there is
Damn.
that... Uh-oh. Jason Schreier of the soon-to-be-defunct Kotaku is about to spoil the party.
he announces a delay. From June 2016 to
I
August.
told it's gonna be delayed.
Oh my god.
Liar, the incensed audience cries. Please be quiet, they said. And death threats too.
I got death threats for reporting a video game delay. What the hell? Like, dude, I get being excited for a game, but what the fuck? What the actual fuck? Dude, Redditors, get off the internet. What the hell? Is it even death threats to the devs for delaying the game, right? It's for the reporter who reported on it. Like, Kotaku is garbage, but like, come on. That's so much even for Kotaku.
But he was 100% right. A week later, the delay is officially announced. Ooh, sorry lads, we need more polish, said Sean in his...
Valid. How's the quote? A delayed game is potentially good, but a rush game is always bad, or is forever bad, or whatever. That was things for me. Yeah, Redditors desperately need grass. Yeah. They either need to touch it or smoke it. Either one is good.
usual accent. To that, Sean received some death threats too, by the way, although he didn't take them as seriously or go to the police. Yet.
Sometimes foreshadowing is relatively obvious.
But the impatient crowd relaxed a bit and said, fine, we will wait. But we expect a level of polish no man has ever seen.
No man's
Speaking
polish.
of waiting, Shadow Man here. Have you heard of 𝘰𝘰𝘠𝘕𝘠? My wife died in a plane
Yay, we love phone slop.
Let's get serious for a moment. Raid isn't just a game with 15 million downloads in the last 6 months.
Can we get some emotes in chat for phone slop?
Think differently. Play Raid.
Yay!
Achieve your dreams.
I'm sorry, sir. You've contracted.
By the way, I'm 100% convinced that Raid bought players, so they're at the top of the charts in the App Store.
One of over
Like 100%.
Why, hello there. Have you heard about the online RPG?
That's what she got to, yeah.
It's extremely well reviewed on the Play Store.
They don't even have the courtesy to be a gacha with half-naked
Remind me
waifus.
of my wife.
Like,
Raid
that's the
is
bare
more than
minimum for a
just a
gacha, right? To have half-naked
reassuring pat on the
waifus.
back from your dad.
But Western
It's a
RPGs
warm
cannot
bowl
do
of
that.
soup on a cold night. It's one last
So
laugh
disappointing.
at your wife's funeral.
If you haven't played in the arena yet, I'm gonna break into your house. You're all getting Raid for Christmas, kids.
Yeah, honestly, Raid is one of the most generic looking
Download
fantasy
now,
games
kids,
ever made.
using the link in the description below. You can get an extra 50k silver and an epic champion. Wow, you're the best dad ever. Wait, Mum's dead?
Hi Aiden, how you doing?
Ad over. So let's talk about the team in charge of all that polishing. It's small, tiny. In fact, I haven't been able to find
Regular AAA team, Hello Games. 6 people! Bro! And people expect it to be a AAA game. Fuck off. Fuck gamers. I hate gamers. Chad, please tell me you also hate
a
gamers.
smaller team behind a AAA release. All of these expectations are on the shoulders of just 6 people, expanding to a team of 15 by the end of production.
Oh god.
July.
I don't play AAA games. I do. It's almost all I play. I play AA and AAA games mostly. Like, bro, who expects a AAA game from a studio of 6 people? What the fuck? Honestly, expectations ruin everything. Just never have expectations so you can never be disappointed.
It's just a couple of weeks until the release date. Whatever the
There's no way a team that small can make a polished open world game. Yeah. Like, not even massive AAA studios can make a polished open world game. Literally no one can make a polished open world game.
State of the game by now, however much it's finished, that's what's going out. The Hello Games team celebrates with this iconic image.
The quintessential soy face.
They're exhausted.
Look at what video game production does to a man.
God, what's wrong with your face?
Nonetheless, they continue, working on the day one patch, and... Sean, if your game isn't coming out for another 2 weeks, then why is there a box?
Did the distributor get their hands on a copy? Interesting.
Copy on eBay. That's right. It's a leak. Someone broke the embargo and is selling early access to the highest bidder. And the bids start rolling in.
Bro, who pays more than a game's retail price to play it like a week early? Like, what? Like, I wouldn't even do that for the game I'm most hyped about ever. Like, what? Somebody tried to leak a game? Like this in Smash Ultimate. Bro, Smash Ultimate leaks were funny. YouTube clicks, of course. Fair. But are YouTube clicks worth it to get sued? Just saying.
It reaches $1,300 US. Sold to some guy with the Reddit handle Damien. He gets his hands on it and starts uploading footage to YouTube and Dailymotion. What the frick? Said Sean and Sony. Damien finished it a lot quicker than expected, but he gave it a decent review.
There are things I don't like, there are things I like, but at the end of the day, when I say to myself, what is this game supposed to be? This, what I'm looking at right here, this is what the game is supposed to be.
He noted a few problems, but said he was optimistic that they would be ironed out with the day one patch.
Okay, fair.
Sean? It's another leak. Some retailers broke the...
When Sky is treated broken by retailers, gameplay streams now online. People who stream a game before release are fucking gross. They suck so much. I hate those kind of people.
Official release date. Journalists too. And they started streaming playthroughs of the game. What the fuck? Sony tried to DMCA all these videos, but their aim was
valid.
terrible.
Round of applause, everyone.
Not valid.
We've officially become No Man's censored by Sony.
Our news story from earlier this week about No Man's Sky leaks has been hit with a copyright strike on YouTube.
They went bumbling around from platform to platform, just taking down any video that even talked about the leak.
Like, I get it, and the DMCA is absolutely valid if the embargo has been broken. But you gotta aim correctly. Like, what? Why is it so hard for these companies to just ban the right people?
Showed the trailer footage. But it was too late. The footage had people talking more skeptically about the game. Especially because there were no early review copies.
That's bad.
And it was looking like the weight of all these expectations had become too
As it would take too long to verify stuff. I guess.
much.
And, you know, it's kind of an emergency situation, so I kind of get it, but that is such horrible PR. Like, oh my god.
The whole thing was about to give. Oh no. It's August.
Someone can hear you lie.
Everyone's here. We've all bought the game and we're fucking hyped. Here we go, lads.
Let's go, gamers.
Oh dear lord, it isn't finished. Hello, Sean. It is me, the auditor of games. I used to work at an astronomy lab. Don't worry about that. It seems like you've made a lot of promises. Promises that you have not kept. Let's go through the checklist. Have you got any large-scale joinable space battles?
Nobody would want that.
Ringed planets.
No. No.
Fine. Well, at least let me play as a trader.
Some may call this junk. Me, I call them...
No.
Those sand planets from June look nice. Think I might... Please, Sean, there must be rivers.
No, it's not.
Animals interact with each other in the environment?
No.
But they didn't even have basic geographical features to use in generation. What? Huh?
Packs of walking sentinels.
That's
Sean.
dumb.
No.
I'm literally crying right now. Should I even ask whether I can play as a space pirate?
No.
No.
Factions with different attributes.
You picked the wrong house, fool! Oh!
Fly between star systems manually.
But nobody's actually done it yet.
If I can maneuver like in the trailer, I'll still be happy.
No.
Well, day-night cycles determined by the orbit of the sun.
Yeah.
Really?
No.
Land on an asteroid, radio chat, and name your
Is
ship
there
Hack and
anything in this
All that
game?
stuff about the elements, Sean.
No.
This is not good, Sean. This is very not good.
And ironically, the only bugs this game does...
So what features did the game have at launch? It doesn't seem to have anything. But what? I'm so confused. Travel build. Well, at least there's building, right? Then the plan mined and then move on to the next one. That sounds boring as hell.
doesn't have other butterflies in the demo.
Buried buildings, aggressive emojis, tractor beam malfunctions, animal husbandry, oil slick world, raining grass, retarded animals doing retarded things.
Should say upgraded. Did it basically upgrade your ship and that's it? Your ship and base and that's it? If you have a base. Was there base building? Bro. That sounds boring as hell. I think there was... So only ship upgrades and that's it. Wow. How much on which price tag did the game release in? Was it $60? Because that sounds like a $20 game. At the most. But if there was only preset stuff to build, wow. It does say the best. No. Was indeed $60 for like an alpha build. Wow. And it was, oh god, I'm sure he's gonna mention special edition, but what was the special edition? $100?
Ship's interiors disappear. First person mode as a gun. That's not how flying works. That's my only means of transportation, leaving the planet. Take off. Really take off. Holes in the map. Holes in my graphics card. Whole lot of nothing from down here. Textures bugging out, animals bugging out. Animals breakdancing. Look at these busy hands. Hello there. And a couple of unrequested ejector seats.
Okay, that's a lot of stuff. I get the picture. No wait, poor graphics rendering. Some can't even start the game. Frame rate issues, constant crashes. Major publications are having trouble playing the game on their machines. Even the best 1080 Ti's are stuttering. Alt-tabbing? That's a guaranteed crash. Desktop notifications? That's a crash. Playing the game? That's a crash. Changing options in the game without restarting? You'll get this. And if you got the pre-order version with the bonus spaceship, you might have a problem. Your special ship already comes with a hyperdrive inside it. Great, right? No, because you have to craft it in order to finish the tutorial missions. And if you haven't finished the tutorial missions, you can't leave the star system. So whoops, until they
Nah.
catch it, you're stranded.
That's why I give my kids
Bro.
No Man's Sky.
Ah, my ship's in bits! Okay, thank you.
Just a quick note about how high expectations were for this game, and just how many people
When Sky is biggest PS4 launch ever. Bro.
bought it on release, myself included. Over 3/4
Isn't 10 players. Damn.
quarters of a million purchases on Steam at launch. It's the single best-selling game on the PlayStation Store that month. And the large proportion of people who bought it in the hopes of playing with their friends, well, you're in for a surprise. This one
Did it not have
is a literal
multiplayer?
game changer.
Is it even possible to meet up with your friends in No Man's Sky? The answer is absolutely yes, it's possible.
On multiple occasions, Sean said it was definitely in the game.
Will you be able to play with your friends?
Yeah. Can you run into other people, other players on the game?
Yes. But then just before the release, Sean posted this cryptic tweet.
To be super clear, No Man's Sky is a multiplayer game. Please don't go look for that experience. Nah. Multiplayer was probably the biggest selling point on the game, no? Nah, you can't say that right before release, no. When everyone already pre-ordered, nah.
To be super clear, No Man's Sky is not a multiplayer game. Please don't go in looking for that experience.
Bro.
So there's no multiplayer function. But then the next line contradicts that.
Because the chances of two players ever crossing paths in a universe this big is pretty much zero.
Oh, shut up.
Oh, so it is multiplayer. You just have to overcome this finding each other hurdle.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Okay.
Right? No, it's more confusing than that. Because the box doesn't mention online play, just network features. And the collector's edition had its online play icon stickered over. So customers are going, which one is it, Sean? Just tell us if it has multiplayer or it doesn't have multiplayer.
Yeah, just be clear about it.
Sean wouldn't give any.
Isn't how we need Sean to comment because people are making up theories. It's still possible. There would be endless debate and people will argue it's still possible. Then we get Sean to answer a few simple questions. Can you go to the same location as another player on the planet and see them in the game? What are the conditions needed for you to see them? You don't stop asking Sean until he answers the first question. At least. It needs to be explicit, not just say that it isn't a multiplayer game. Yeah. I've seen creative every day is how a turtle accidentally created a perfect live stream yet. A great suggestion for you to watch. I already know about Neuro. So I don't really have need to watch that video, but sure.
Answered. But after hundreds of thousands of purchases, people soon took it upon themselves to find out. Despite the claims that it would be so improbable.
Chances that are incredibly rare, just because of the size and vulnerability.
On the very first day, two people noticed they were only 4 star systems from one another, and they met up on the same planet in a live stream.
Oh?
Oh dear.
A black pillar.
Our streams are exactly lined up. If you go look at my stream, we're looking at the exact same area right now if you don't move.
Yep, that's the same spot. And they can't see each other.
I'm alone!
That settles it.
Damn.
It's not multiplayer because it's so big. It's not multiplayer because it's just not fucking multiplayer. And this led to quite a revolt.
Yeah, it's understandable to be
Sean have to
outraged
say
about
about
that.
So amazing.
The one time Redditors are correct in being outraged because that was stupid as shit. What the hell, Sean?
Two people found each other on the first day.
That has blown my mind.
So why can't we see other players in game?
Wow, so many of you playing.
Yeah.
I don't take suggestions, not now. I have videos I want to watch today. So I don't really know.
Sean, but what?
Truly amazing. My mind is blown.
Bro.
So what's the game actually like then?
Is it any good? That is a difficult thing to say.
Well, it certainly is stylish and pretty, and there are a lot of places to explore. But that doesn't mean there's much to find. In fact, the game boils down to a very simple loop. Hold down the trigger to pick up resources, deal with a full inventory, get an upgrade, leave the planet, go to another planet. Hold down the trigger, deal with a full inventory, get an upgrade, leave the planet, go to another planet. Hold down the trigger, deal with a full inventory, leave the planet, go to another planet, deal with a full inventory, get an upgrade, leave the planet, go to another planet. That's
If I spend $60 on that game in that state, I would have Persona freed myself. What the hell?
$60, ladies and gentlemen.
Refuel your multi-tool, refuel your life support, refuel a separate part of your multi-tool that shoots bullets instead of the mining beam, refuel your launch thrusters. It's busy work that makes it look like you have something to do.
This is worse than phone slop. Phone slop gives you more to do. What? Probably bones than launch Minecraft. Dude, Minecraft, you could do it so much in compared to this. Huge procedural generated universe, nothing to do. Yeah.
It's not real.
How dare you?
What followed was one of the most dramatic crashes in player numbers in gaming history.
Understandable.
Sales in the UK fell by 81% in the second week. Concurrent players on...
I honestly would have expected more. Because that means 19% of players kept playing for some fucking reason. What?
Steam dropped from 212,000 in August to just over 2,000 by September and fewer than 1,000 by October.
Wait a minute, is that what? The sales drop. I thought that was players, not sales. Because sales drop off after launch anyway.
And what followed that was perhaps the biggest pylon in gaming history. Reviewers on YouTube panned the game.
Oh, for fuck's sake! You done fucked it up!
I had no hype, and I can tell you that, even without that disappointment, this game is hot garbage.
Has anyone?
It was there were less than 1K players, yeah. But it got a huge first month of sales rated, then only got 90% or more sales. 90% is still a lot for how garbage the game is.
Coined Sean Mourinho yet?
Numerous times within the first 2 hours of the game, I kept saying, this is it, fuck this shit.
Reviewers in the media were almost as harsh.
Devastating realization that most of the crafting, combat, and other activities you do on and between those planets ranges between bemusing and outright bad.
The criticism was deafening.
Sean!
And a lot of it really funny and creative.
The best refund simulator of 2016, and often would refund again. What the hell? That is funny as shit.
𝘕𝘴𝘦 made a video that captured the sentiment of that day, and if you haven't seen it yet, you're missing out.
So people are furious, the game is boring, and soon people discover that complaining about the game is actually more fun than playing it.
Wait, I'm now 3.5 hours into the tutorial pretty much.
So they started complaining about it like they were grinding for an achievement.
Achievement unlocked. Running, complaining, and pissing and shitting everywhere. Isn't that just everyone on Twitter?
This sucks.
fucking Minecraft in space.
Many people made compilations of all the unfulfilled promises. One guy on the subreddit compiled a big list of all the missing features. Front page. Got a defense for No Man's Sky? Enjoy your downvote. In fact, the entire No Man's Sky subreddit was in such disarray it had to be locked.
Damn.
So by the end of the month, Metacritic was like scrolling through a bowl of Cheerios. By October, it was one of the worst rated games on Steam, with an aggregate of mostly negative from more than 70,000 reviews. The outrage at the game was headline news for weeks on dozens of games news publications, and the price on eBay and Amazon and secondhand at game.
Oh my god. You know it, the game is bad. If it's cheaper on eBay than in the store. That's when you know a game is really bad.
GameStop was crashing through the floor. Please, no more. But the beatings had only just begun. The demo planet was data mined and found to be, of course, totally scripted and not randomly generated at all.
This image was, I managed to get up to max, yeah. Honestly, reviews are so whatever. As long as the game is fun, who gives a shit what the reviews say?
I've just got to pick one of these at random. If anything horrible goes wrong, just keep in mind that I've not been here before.
It wasn't some level that we built or something like that, even though I think it looks quite nice in places.
People watching this would wonder why you're showing this area again. Like, what's so special about demoing the game on this planet?
Oh, no, it's just a place that looks nice.
No, bad Murray.
I could have ended the demo with some, pre-scripted crazy thing that would happen. You know what I mean? The normal thing of like, and then a monster emerges from behind the mountains,
Where is that Sean scream from? Is it Heavy Rain? I forgot where that meme is from. Can someone remind me of that?
People see what's going on with the game and feel lied to. This is false advertising, they say, and angry customers start.
It was false advertising, actually.
On September 28th, the ASA busts through the door and goes, "Yep, too many complaints. We're going to investigate." But then soon after, the ASA cleared them of any legal wrongdoing. Technically, the
You made it famous from a glitch cutscene in Heavy Rain. Oh, what does a glitch do? Is it that you can spam yelling Sean? Was that it? I have never played Heavy Rain, so I wouldn't know.
only thing they're interested in is what's on the back of the box, what's on the store page, and what's on the Steam page. So it's technically not false advertising.
But what about all the marketing? And the interviews and shit?
But of course,
Is it
technically
hilarious?
not
Okay.
illegal doesn't mean much to an angry audience. October 28th, Hello Games Twitter.
How many additional monsters does Area 3 have? It's okay. What? Oh, you're talking about Stories 3, yeah? I don't know. Wait, let me think. I think 2. Yeah, there's 2. For sure. I don't know if there's more.
Is hacked. The hacker posts, "No Man's Sky was a mistake," and is shitting on the game in the replies. Turns out Sean didn't use two-factor authentication.
If anyone was mistaken, it was not. It was using LinkedIn without two-factor authentication. Shut up, Sean. What the fuck?
On his LinkedIn, and that's how they got in.
I still hacked and stuff, 100% not hacked anymore. See, those mails in that tweet were fake. Back to work.
They also sent discrediting emails to journalists, which they knew would rile people up if published. Some people even show up to their offices to take photos and knock on the
I see Sean needs to stop using Twitter. He's not good at it. Like, bro.
door, even at night and on the weekend. They posted empty pictures of the office, so naturally out of context, this started rumors that Hello Games simply took the money and ran. This in addition to numerous bomb and
Because of death threats this week. On very Hello Games now looks like the house from Home Alone. Bro, stop using Twitter.
Death threats during that period. Those ones Sean did have to take seriously.
Regular intervention from police and Scotland Yard and things like that.
And while Sony didn't quite throw them under the bus, it was more like a gentle push under a minivan when Sony President Shuhei Yoshida admitted that Hello Games did not have a great PR strategy for No Man's Sky.
Well, yeah, they're a team of 6. They don't have a PR person. Obviously. What?
The press took the ball with that one and ran. But despite all of this, all of the negative press, they were actually nominated for a couple of awards. But by this point, Murray and the...
Wait, what awards?
They were...
Innovation Award. Shut up. Pokemon Go? Sure. Pokemon Go was innovative.
Actually nominated for a couple of...
Best Technology and Honorable Mentions. Best Technology. Nah.
Awards. But by this point, Murray and the other members of Hello Games were so downtrodden and so sure they weren't going to win that they opted to go elsewhere for dinner.
Yeah, that's valid.
And the Innovation Award goes to No Man's Sky.
Nah. What exactly did they innovate with No Man's Sky? They didn't innovate shit. Stupid. Precision generation. That was already Minecraft. What do you mean? That's how Minecraft works.
This lovely trophy going once.
We won an award. Oops. We were eating dinner. Talking about how we definitely wouldn't win an award. Bruh. Shh, don't tell the Game Award shows. Game Award shows are full of shit anyway.
I'm going to accept this on the behalf of Hello Games, and congratulations to them. And now I'm going to walk off stage like I planned that whole thing.
By this point, you've got to feel just a little bit sorry.
Hello, showers. Let's keep crying in the showers to a minimum. Thank you.
For them.
Understandable.
And then what followed that was the final straw for many.
Yes, that's enough.
No particular incident.
Oh.
But a lack of incidents.
Oh no.
Silence.
Did they just go radio silent? That is just as bad as posting tone-deaf shit on Twitter. That is just as bad.
Over 3 months of not a damn word from no...
We totally focus on customer support right now. Then we move on to improving and adding features to the game.
No Man's Sky. Where are they? Where is my refund? Where is Murray? Shouted into the void. The game was
Sean!
over. And it was dead.
Damn. So, that was just the worst launch ever. Honestly, Concord had a better launch than that. What? Even Concord did better than this. What the hell? Same story on the other side. Nothing had a worse launch than Concord. But at least Concord had all the features they promised. At least Concord had gameplay. Is what I mean. I mean, nothing is going to be worse than Concord getting pulled off stores after like 2 weeks. But at least Concord had all the features they promised. It is. Then it got me agreeing something was good about Concord. The one good thing about Concord is they hit the bare minimum. The bare minimum was just not enough. John!
The year is 2000 AD. Sean has just graduated from university and is headed into the big wide world. He rises up the ranks at a number of studios, eventually working as a technical lead for Black and technical director for Burnout 3.
Oh, Burnout 3 was good.
When Burnout's developer is bought by EA, he is in his late 20s. And he and 3 of his buddies decide to leave and start their own studio.
Yeah, fuck yeah, we make our own shit now.
Hello Games. This was a risky venture.
So we'd done this incredibly foolish thing of like quitting our jobs, and then we had to sit down and try and decide what the game was going to be.
Together they create their first title, Joe Danger.
Cool.
They work on this game day and night.
In fact, even once they were arrested in their own office because the police thought they were there to rob the place, because who would be working at 11 PM on a Sunday night?
Jed, imagine working on something at 11 PM. Totally not me editing videos.
But they had to work that hard. Like any startup, it was a huge financial and professional risk. They had no income. They were working in a tiny room above an old tile shop, living off savings. And to keep the project running, Sean even sold his house.
So we made a really tough and probably at the time seemed really foolish decision. It's kind of almost embarrassing for me to talk about. I sold my house and just basically went all in and funded what we were doing, which is not something I would recommend anyone else do.
Yeah, it's kind of
By
stupid.
June 8th, 2010, they had done it.
Even if it works out, selling our house for something is stupid.
The game was good, and they could breathe a sigh of relief because on the very first day it hit the PlayStation Store, they made their money back.
Nice.
2 years later, Joe Danger 2 was released.
It was not the commercial success they had hoped for, and they didn't want to just keep pumping out sequels.
That was a trap big players in the industry had fallen into. In his spare time, Sean started working on a prototype for a procedurally generated game. They took another gamble and scrambled to get a trailer out in time to present at VGX 2013.
So the project is official now, and the pressure is on.
Around this time, Sean is also looking to start a family. Concurrent to all this development, he would go on to have 3 kids. So the weight of responsibility is really piling on. But their hard work will pay off, as they're finally going to have a chance for some R&R around Christmas.
They woke
up to find their homes.
Oh no, did the studio flood? Oh no. Did it fuck up all what they worked on so far?
Flooded, their cars submerged, and their plans for Christmas Day very much ruined.
Bad news. Rain. Rain and flooding in the south of England.
You could say heavy rain.
Right around the Hello Games office. They
Wonderful.
are completely inundated, and they return from their holidays to find laptops floating around at waist height. But some good news. They hadn't lost any data. So
Okay,
they pulled
good.
together-
Then he kindly offered them resources to help them recover from the flood and scale up production, but the offer was declined. They said no to Sony handouts. These might be the good guys.
Soldier on. Development continues. So there they are, working in a damp office, and then ding dong. Ooh, who's at the door? It's Danish mathematician Dr. 𝘕𝘴𝘦. He's seen the game.
Hello.
And he says, they are using my super formula in perfect English, and there is a potential for a lawsuit. Sean says they didn't, and he can prove it. So they have a meeting, and the claim is eventually dropped. Lawsuit evaded. So back
Okay,
to work,
cool.
guys. Ding dong.
Human nature took the hello showers literally. True.
It's Sky Television. They've seen the game.
You were infringing on our Sky trademark.
They said in perfect
Shut
speech.
up.
They had succeeded in getting Microsoft to change SkyDrive to OneDrive.
Bro. Big companies are so dumb. Nobody's gonna think of Sky the streaming service or whatever when they hear No Man's Sky. Also, this is why Microsoft's Drive thing is called OneDrive. Seriously? That is so dumb.
And they were about to give gamers No Man's 1 under threat of lawsuit. But this lawsuit didn't just go away. The threat loomed over them for the next 3 years.
If any said with Sky, in other words, they own the word Sky. Shut up. We can color the game No Man's Sky. Piece of secret, stupid legal nonsense over. You should be unable to own normal ass words. Like owning a name, like I don't know, some not normal word name. I can't think of anything right now. Sure, but owning a normal ass word, fuck off. That should not be possible.
Right up until the month before release. So they get back to work and ding dong. It's Sony with some good news for once.
Hey Sony.
We like a game, kid. We want to feature it front and center and make you a big star. This could mean millions of dollars in additional revenue. They said, yeah. But along with it, a lot of press for this game would need to be done.
Oh. I think I see now what's going on. They had to shit out a completely unfinished game, so the Sony shareholders don't get angry. Because shareholders don't know how game development works. Oh no. Oh no.
Being a small team, they didn't have anyone for PR. They had their designers.
The guy to bank his owns the abbreviation OJ for Orange Shores. I mean, abbreviations is something else. Really? Because I never called Orange Shoes OJ.
They had their developers, and that was about it. So it's up to Murray. Sean's in his early 30s.
Shareholders ring everything as always. Yeah. Like whenever it comes to garbage company decisions, most of the time, the reason is shareholders who don't know shit. The only thing shareholders know is how to spend money, and that's it.
He's now not super young, but relatively young and inexperienced for this type of media circuit. This deal with Sony put extra pressure on them. It set deadlines. It's not that it's Sony's fault, but they're locked in now with much less flexibility.
It's not Sony's fault. It's the shareholders' fault.
So when May rolls around and they have no option but to delay, even if they wanted to ask,
the trick is to be a shareholder. Yeah, sure. Just become a majority shareholder and get bad company onto the right path.
for an extra 6 to 12 months of development, which they really need, it's probably too much to ask.
This would acknowledge that I'm speculating a bit here. This has been stated definitively. Okay, cool.
So they extend from late June to August. Only 6 weeks.
6 weeks is nothing in game dev.
What's going to happen to multiplayer and a bunch of other promised features. So here's how the hype happened. Scope of game. Time. And here's the line which shows the reality of development. Progress is steady and ends in August 2016. Now here is the line of player expectations. It should start out here and follow along the purple, but the overhyping trailer comes out and puts us
way up here. In this trailer,
This is why you don't announce games years in advance. This is why. This is why you don't announce shit years in advance. Because then this shit happens.
it features a bunch of things that Hello Games thinks they're capable of having in the game by 2016. That's the first big mistake.
This is exactly
Then
why
it's
you don't
for
announce it so
PlayStation, and
early.
It costs $60, and there's a collector's edition.
Wait, did it say the
Then it's
price?
announced for PlayStation, and it costs $60, and there's a
An edition just has a model ship in it, okay. That's cool.
collector's edition. Second,
That's not bad for a
even
collector's
bigger
edition.
mistake. That puts us all the way up here. And I think this is the main problem, because price tags set expectations.
Yes.
For a $60 game, this
That's why people shit on Nintendo so much about $80 Mario Kart. Because higher price means more expectations. This edition was $150 USD. I mean, for Disney's size ship model, in addition to the game, assuming the game would be, you know, in a polished state, that's not a bad deal. That's not a bad limited edition.
was seriously barren and disappointing. Now, if they had put it out for $20 as an indie game or an alpha,
I said $20! I said it looks like a $20 game.
no problem. But when they gave it the AAA treatment, people rightfully aligned their expectations with other games in that category. That is the main reason customers' expectations were so skewed. Then Murray went to interviews, exacerbating the problem. Every time he mentioned a feature in the game, even in passing, fans set their expectations to AAA heights for that feature. Now, some people think the interviews are the main problem. In my humble opinion, not so much. Most people never saw these interviews.
It's not that rickety 12-foot ladder Sean's standing on that's the main problem. It's the 900-foot building he's perched it on in the first place.
Yes.
So the obvious solution here would be an official statement. Hey guys, look, don't expect a 10 out of 10.
Wait, what? That's when Star Citizen is done. The fuck is Star Citizen?
Expect more of a 5 out of 10. No, the publisher just sank an enormous investment of marketing and opportunity into the game.
What's wrong with you?
And that would be a huge middle finger to them. The publisher isn't going to make you hype the shit out of your game, but you can't talk it down either. So, it's kind of stuck up there. In some ways, during the interview, he tries to temper expectations, but it's limited.
Can you build a space station?
No.
No.
But let's not gloss over
Who
the
liars? I started this Kickstarter, never heard of it ever.
Sean is a technical guy. He's a developer. He's also the introverted type.
He's autistic as shit, got it. Can relate.
And the big lights and the stuff on camera does not come naturally to him.
Is it super nerve-wracking to talk on stage at E3?
Yes. Yes, definitely. I personally find going on stage at E3 like the hardest thing I've ever done. That's something that I would have had in a nightmare before. You know what I mean? It's
literally
same, bro. Just look at the way he does things and talks. It's very clear. Yeah. It's like me for real, for real.
You ever done?
Yeah.
Still, he stepped up and took interviews for his game from 2013 to 2016.
And the main thing people wanted to hear about were the features.
Can you have more than...
So every planet, will there be wormholes?
At what point
Do you get points or anything?
From these interviews, people took Sean to be a liar, a Peter Molyneux or a chess club member out to sell his game at whatever reputational cost. But I think the truth is more complicated than that. Sean and the team are indie developers working on a new IP. Their project and plans are constantly in flux. They have no idea how large chunks of the game are going to look, especially not a couple of years out from release. And crucially, Sean doesn't understand that something mentioned in 2013, even said in passing, is going to be seen as a promise in the year 2016.
That's why I need a PR person.
Even if by then you've decided to cut it from the game. For example, orbiting around the sun.
Today has turned it out because the planet has actually rotated on its axis.
This originally was in the game, but it caused the player too much confusion. It kept being reported as a bug in the beta, as people left the planet and then returned to find everything different. But nonetheless, into the Lion compilation it goes. So while they're still essentially formulating the game,
So beta testers are just stupid.
the
Bruh.
media all want a piece of Sean and to report on features first.
conversely, Sean thinks the reporters might help
The one you can't blame Hello Games for. Yeah, that's just beta testers being stupid as shit.
him to temper down things by emphasizing that Hello Games is an indie studio.
But that is not how journalism is done.
Yeah, journalism is never nice.
This is how journalism is done.
Can you customize the look of your character?
Sort of.
Full customization
Conversation-like aspects confirmed to be No Man's Sky, says Sean Murray.
confirmed in No Man's Sky.
We love journalism.
Periodic table to create atmospheric particles that would diffract light at just the right wavelength.
Who the fuck told you? The press kind of operates.
Sensationalism, yes. Just gotta get the clickbait so people click on the article and look at the ads. That's really how journalism works. You just make a clickbaity title so people click on your website and get blasted with the ads. That's it. That's all they do.
It's downstream from the community.
Journalistic integrity? What the fuck is that, right?
Because things are click-driven as to what stories you get served and things like that. But a rumor would surface from Reddit straight to the front page.
There's all this hype, and the project has increased in scope dramatically, and keeps increasing as the months go by, until a point. They are close to the deadline, and have to delay, and the reality of what they can achieve in the little time remaining is staring them in the face.
They know they're not going to be putting out a finished game. They're worried. There's nothing more they can do. And the fear that they will disappoint the audience is growing on Sean and the team.
I worry about, like, disappointing people.
Upon release, all of these clips are seen as proof that Sean is a liar.
And what doesn't help is his body language. I mean, it's kind of the body language of someone who is lying. And
No, I diagnosed him with autism. My autism radar is going off. Because I behave the same way. IRL. I behave the exact same way as he does. To be fair, people also accuse me of lying a lot, so I guess I relate a lot.
this is why I mentioned he's an introvert. Remember, he's a technical lead.
Actually, a really good one. But not a salesman. Cut him just a little bit of slack, because this is simply how he talks. Here are some innocuous questions, and he answers them honestly.
Lead producers on No Man's Sky?
Yeah, I guess I'm a developer on it, I suppose.
We did do some lying. And I've been more nervous than anything else. Yeah, exactly.
Just the, creator or something like that. No, I really like making games. I don't necessarily love talking about making games.
I think you did a good job,
even though you guys are very nice.
Mate, seriously.
Same body language. And Jesus Christ, they have him up on stage and in front of cameras and bright lights and on the goddamn Colbert Report. Try keeping your nerve on that. Nonetheless, free of that
Yeah,
context,
I couldn't do
the
this.
clips have him cemented in the community as a liar. So the graph plays out right to release. And that graph, it's actually a track. And that track is what the hype train runs on. So it comes barreling up the hill. Instead of
Oh, no.
pulling into the station,
It's
it
gonna
comes
fly
crashing
off.
right through the roof. The disaster unfolds. They are absolutely shit on. So there were Sean and Hello Games, surrounded by the rubble of their former reputation. Punished Sean was at his lowest point, hated by the majority of the gaming community. But they were still alive, and they had made tens of millions of dollars.
They were left
Woo,
with two
money!
choices. Take the money, start a new project, and be a pariah. A cautionary tale of the industry and hated by the gaming community forever.
Is what
Or
most people do.
pick themselves up, get back to work, and with potentially no profit motive, finish the game.
It allowed me to do something that I've always done in difficult times, whether it was crappy bosses that I've dealt with before or crappy situations at school growing up. I got my head down, I sat in front of a computer.
Wait, and now 𝘔𝘴𝘦 is part right of the new Lord of Rings. I mean, new Lord of Rings is gonna be garbage anyway because it's new. because it's gonna be basically fan fiction, so
Computer, and I made games, which is what I enjoy.
They picked number 2.
Biggest.
So, here's the plan. The team is assigned to fixing bugs and the most obvious problems. Go. Sean tells the team to stop reading all the overwhelmingly negative feedback on the game.
Yes, stop reading negative shit. Like in general. Just stop. Stop reading negative news all the fucking time. It's not good for your mental health. I stopped reading negative shit and I'm way better off.
And he reroutes all of it to his personal devices. Emails, forum posts, Google News alerts, player feedback, it's all going directly to him now. Then he starts breaking
Business is the way to success here. Damn, we love goodism.
that down into data sets. People who haven't bought the game, people who have bought it and played it for 100 hours, people who have returned it, etc. Then he starts compiling those complaints into usable data.
This shit is so autistic as fuck. That's something I would do. I mean, I make like sheets and notes and everything about everything. God, I was writing my diagnosis on him. God damn.
Focusing on the people with the most sincere
That's
experience
your
of
brain
the
move,
game.
yeah.
Then we start making a big laundry list of all the things that need adding and prioritizing. First thing to fix is that full inventory. Then community mod support. Then a third thing, etc, etc. This is going to take an enormous amount of work to pull off, and they're not going to make the same mistake twice. So they would need to sharply adjust their PR strategy. Anything they said right now, an admission of guilt,
I've made a severe,
would be met with criticism. Denial, it's not that bad, would be met with criticism. Corporate speak, well, we endeavored to make the best game we could and we are proud of what we have, would be met with criticism.
Yeah.
Half of the problems have been caused by speaking too much. So they were going to do a
But did anyone in chat right now play No Man's Sky when it came out? Just wondering. And for anyone who watches that later on YouTube, anyone watching had the game at launch, share your experience.
complete 180. Instead of adding more fuel to the fire, instead of accidentally promising fixes that might also not
Alien anime girls are coming. Hell yeah! We love alien anime girls.
be delivered, they wouldn't speak to the press again.
Female traits you're talking about, I'd say that's a generalization.
Oh, that I remember that bitch.
They were going to speak
One of the worst people I've ever seen.
to the community directly from now on. So they told the
We focus on customer support right now. When improving and adding features to the game. Yeah. And I hope these features are the features you promise. Like samples and chained worms. What happened to those? Hashtag no man's lies. Damn.
the audience they were working
It's just some reporter who is very, very stupid.
on it and went completely silent. 1 day passed. No word. 2 days.
He's talking about some political shit.
A week. Have you heard from Hello Games? They just had this disastrous release. Nope, haven't seen them. I hope they're working on the game. 2 weeks. Dude, are you working on this thing? Just ignore them, just work. 3 weeks. Okay, what the fuck is going on?
WTF, it's locked.
A month. They took the fucking money and
On a feminist politics, those things. Yeah, that's the one.
Branded.
Wait, missing. Have you seen me? The date missing. August 16th.
Don't say anything. It's
Sure.
2 months. 3 months.
Sean!
By now, most people were convinced that the game was abandoned. They had made their money. It's all over. Then, after over 100 days of absolute silence, a tweet. Foundation.
We could have lived our lives over the last months. You know how meaningful this is. Here's update 1.1. Let's go.
The first big patch. It is me, Sean. No, go away, Sean. I am mad at you. It has been too long. But I bring
But it's a foundation update, base building, because it showed the base on the thing.
you gifts. Its accent sucks. It brought base building, new game modes,
Yes.
farming, camps, and freighters, as well as a lot
Okay,
of
cool,
content.
cool.
You will have to try harder than that, Sean, to win my love back. It still fell well shy of the promised game. Too
That's
little,
fair.
too late. So Sean left, returned to his team, and got back to work. A few more months went by, and then another tweet.
Pathfinder update, okay. Eagles?
Fuck? Oh, it's you, Sean. I bring you online base sharing, own multiple
Ooh.
starships, starship specialization, multi-tool specialization and classes, permadeath modes, vehicles you can drive around in, and create racetracks for them too with time trials.
Okay, so I need to look like a game now.
Look at this. Okay, that's pretty good, but I'm still...
Man, it would make this paid DLC true.
mad, and there's still a ton promised that isn't in the game yet. So Sean went away once more. A few more months went by. Knock, knock. Oh, it's you, Sean. What is it now? I bring you an overhaul to the storyline. New worlds,
Ooh.
crashed freighters, space combat, terrain editing, portals, procedural mission system, interstellar trading, and joint exploration. By now, people were really starting to...
No Man's Sky is good now. Hell yeah! But this is like a year after release. Okay, cool. I mean, I checked when this video was released, I recall. This video coming out free up. Wait, when was this video released? Hold on. 6 years ago. In January 2020. They're still making updates. When did the most recent update come out? Hang on, okay, do check that, you watch more.
And to Hello Games.
The game has in many ways exceeded what was promised.
It's a substantially better game now.
No Man's Sky is back, baby!
People saw this was an honest...
Last month? 3/11. Bro, what? Damn.
effort to fix the game, and the number of employees working on it was growing, from a studio of 15 to 25. Sean Murray and Hello Games social media also started becoming more active and engaging with the audience. The subreddit was flourishing once more. The price of the game secondhand on Amazon, eBay, and GameStop was going up. Then a few more months went by. Next, a really big patch.
Oh my god. Holy shit! I just got goosebumps.
To be super clear, No Man's Sky is not fuck that. Here's the full and proper multiplayer experience. Ringed planets, third-person mode, character customization, a galactic atlas on an external website for the community, vast overhauls to base building and crafting and resources, and it also brought the game to Xbox. In fact, with the release of Next in July,
Wait a minute, for a game for real? right?
2018, No Man's Sky was the 6th top-selling console game for the month.
6 Siege, Cold War 2, GTA 5, FIFA 18, Fortnite. Damn! It beat out Crew 2 and Far Cry 5. Damn!
It climbed
Okay.
its way back into Steam's top 10. It reached nearly 100,000 concurrent players. It brought another $24 million across all platforms. Their Steam rating went from mixed to very positive. People were getting back on board in a big way. But they weren't done yet. Better creatures, weird underwater shit, discoveries in bases and environments and equipment, and it keeps going. New biomes, more diversity, archaeology, more things to discover. By now, Sean and the gaming inspector, personification of the gaming community, had literally patched things up and were making out on the couch.
Oh hell yeah!
Which was when he released his biggest patch to date of this video.
Oh my god, it's huge!
Free VR
This guy
support.
beyond.
Not
I think I
all of
heard
the
about
game you
that.
have to pay for, like some titles. Overhauls to NPCs.
But they made a free VR update? Yaoi time. Hell yeah, we love Yaoi time. They added VR for free? God damn!
Tech trees, base building, streamlined multiplayer, ride animals around. All sorts of stuff that was never promised in the first place. And they're still adding more stuff.
Okay.
Someone at Valve, who was a fan of the game, said to me, what you do now is more important than what you say. There's only one thing that's credible, and that's your actions.
In fact, I was so slow to get this video out that they put out another patch the other day. With
I just not making this reaction that they already put out another update. Just watch. Just watch.
ship salvaging, ship upgrading, more advanced terrain editing, first-person exocrafts, improved VR, improved base building and inventory management, and quality of life stuff. It goes on. Is it perfect?
No game is
Technically,
ever
there are still things
perfect.
on this spreadsheet missing. But come on now, we're starting to nitpick. Especially when you compare them to relationships with other games companies. They could have gone the route of Fallout 76. Paywall mods with Fallout first, charging a monthly fee, a downward spiral more and more into pay-to-win scraps released without QA testing. But
We
instead,
watched that video.
they never added pay-to-win. They never added microtransactions or paid DLC. They never made VR as a second game. They didn't give up on the game or scale their resources back to do it. They didn't come out and call all gamers entitled.
Last update is take archaeology themed one that gives you a Half-Life as gravity gun. I never played Half-Life, so I don't know what that means.
They didn't add loot boxes. They didn't
cool.
start work on the next big project or sequel. They didn't do much of anything except get back to work. And just like that, the game once panned by critics now had awards.
Things of we've gone. Chunks of it, things we've gone. Oh, okay.
Was rolling in.
Your developed star 2019, No Man's Sky, Sean Murray.
No Man's Sky next.
No Man's Sky.
Wow!
No Man's Sky's next.
No Man's Sky.
Now they deserve awards. Now that the game is actually functional.
To cap it all off, the subreddit No Man's Sky the Game even got together and pooled money for a GoFundMe to have a billboard installed near the Hello Games offices. It must have been a harrowing moment for Sean and the team. They took a huge risk to start a small...
We needed the extra dev time. Yes. Like, pretty much every bad game just needed more dev time. Like, every half-finished game just needs more dev time. But shareholders would say, no, 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 no. We don't make $5 every second if we do that.
All studio. They clawed their way up to create one of the most notable games of the console generation. Disappointed pretty much everyone with the release, and took one of the biggest online beatings in video game history for it.
As a family, post-release, we faced some really difficult challenges. everything that you can imagine from like the worst of the internet, we hit.
But then over the course of the next 3 years, completely turned it around.
But last 3 years and they're still going. So they've just been working on this game for the last 9 years post-release. God damn! And they keep on going. But the foundation is soulless, then something's true. Like the thing is, the developers themselves always want to make a good game. It's the higher ups that make it shit. Either with deadlines, with forcing garbage features, and so on. But like the devs themselves, they always just want to put out a good game. Anything coming up? Miss Maria left a comment on the video saying it was amazing, but to skip the last bit. It was okay.
And came out the other side with a win. It's the underdog story. And after doing
This truly is an underdog story.
I couldn't help but come to the conclusion that they were the good guys. So
Very
what is the
gay,
future
yes.
for Hello Games? In 2017, they announced Hello Land.
Funding and supporting 1 to 2 projects, one already in development, future generation or experimental focused. Okay, cool.
A support program focused on original titles and games.
The games announced its publishing label Hello Labs. One Sky created are funding other games. That is cool.
2 of the team also branched off to work on a small title called The Last Campfire.
Never heard of that.
For the foreseeable future,
I personally don't believe that anymore. Fair.
they're just working on No Man's Sky.
If I can announce a new game the moment this video goes live, I just know. That was a good video.
Alright, I didn't want to finish the video on like a big sappy note. So, this is the end of the story, but there's still another few minutes.
Wait, lock the door. This will be difficult. Oh, what is about to happen?
Don't leave. It's not an ad. Okay, in 2015, when hype was at its peak, someone wrote a Sean Murray erotic fanfiction. And, naturally, I assumed that you lot would want to see it. So, here it is.
Yes!
My evening interview.
Oh my god!
At Hello
Yes!
Games. I arrived at the Hello Games office in the early evening, as the sun was approaching the horizon. Taking a deep breath, I nervously pressed the doorbell. The door opened, and Sean poked his expressive face out to greet me. "Hey you," he exclaimed in his adorable British-Australian accent. "I'm so happy you could make it and spend..."
Could you imagine being a student reading and seeing this? Yeah, okay. When it comes to like, not safe for work stuff, I always say it's not okay to do that with real people, especially stuff like fanfiction shit, because it can actually damage or hurt the people involved, right? Bro, this is so funny.
In the evening with us. "I was so happy when I heard you agreed to let me come in for an interview," I said. "Oh yeah, the interview. I forgot," he replied with his usual brilliant humor. I laughed. "You're so funny, Sean. Let me show you my office." "I have a surprise for you," Sean said. He led me to the room where we sat down on a soft vinyl couch. "So let me show you the surprise," he said, softly.
Oh.
"It's the newest build of the game.
Why is
We
he
just
always
added some new
barefoot?
features." He booted up the game on a PS4 in his office. I stared
I mean,
at his
I am
face.
too, but still.
I like your beard. It's sexy," I pretended to say to him in my head to myself. I had a secret crush on him. There was something about his humble demeanor and feeble yet handsome bone structure that was so alluring.
Ah, yes, a handsome bone structure.
"So here's the game," he said eagerly. It opened on an alien world just calling out to be explored. I began to sweat. Here it finally was, in front of me in all of its glory, and it was being played by Sean in front of me in all of his glory. I nervously spoke. "Could I try playing?" I said. "Oh, I suppose, of course," he said, chuckling. But another few minutes passed without him handing me the controls. "Sean," I said more confidently, I put my hands on his hands as he gripped the controller. He looked me straight in the eyes. I stared deep into his beautiful, glistening eyes, utterly transfixed. Sure, he said. He let go of the PlayStation controller, still sweaty from his firm grip. But I have another surprise to show you. He stood up. My...
Redacted.
He muttered. Yes, please, I said, blushing as red blushing as red as the treetops of 𝘕𝘴𝘏. He grabbed my shoulders, guiding me confidently towards the coffee table, like he confidently guides the Hello Games team towards the game's release. The one true Sean Murray, not that baby-faced loser asshole poser from NCIS. Made sweet, sweet love to me.
Basic is always not. Wait, that's pyrocynical?
I wasn't sure what I was more excited about. Finally.
Redacted.
Sean Murray, all finally playing No Man's Sky. After exploring the planet's surface, I entered my spaceship and took off. Just as I left the atmosphere and burst into the breathtaking expanse of space.
Redacted.
Wait, lots of blood burst out of the tip of Sean's blood inside of me.
It was an out-of-world experience.
The story then got overly graphic and a bit boring. So we jumped ahead a bit.
Oculus Rift support, he uttered sensually.
Hey,
As
yo.
I turned, I saw Sean.
But the door, this will be hard to explain, huh? Sounds about right. Joke's on you, I live alone. Nobody gives a shit.
Avatar standing before me in a beautiful, procedurally generated spacesuit. Like what you see, he said. It's time, everybody, he shouted. I heard footsteps slowly enter from the cramped office.
Oh, it's a gangbang time.
I saw many spacesuits appear before me in-game. But as they took off their helmets, I realized that they were all the same Sean Murray.
Insert the fucking couch meme, you know the one.
Avatar. I was about to be
redacted
by a group of short Murrays, but they all had one difference. The
redacted.
Each piece
Redacted.
was different. There were wide ones, thin ones, long ones, curved ones. It was magical. As the Hello Games team began to
redacted.
From somewhere in the room, I heard Sean whisper, "Every
redacted
procedural." Also, I did a thing on the second channel.
I'm very curious. Don't know if Sean knows about this. But someone said you wrote a comment on this video.
Please do check it out. I thought it was quite good.
You're gonna read the comment. When the video ended.
When I check it out. And that's it. Sorry it took so long.
Okay, sure, bye. And look, it's the free videos already reacted to if anybody wants to watch them later, watching on YouTube.